His athleticism is top-notch also, with swift footwork and sharp hand speed that allow him to control the ring and keep his opponents guessing.
This is Talking Boxing.
Hello, esteemed boxing fans. It is fight week. American undefeated light heavyweight fighter and WBC interim champion David Benavidez takes on Cuban fighter David Morrell this Saturday at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Main event will begin at approximately 11 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Pacific time in the United States and 4 a.m. GMT, and it will be on Prime Video pay-per-view. Event is brought to you by PBC and promoted by TGB Promotions. In this short video, I'll discuss the strengths and weaknesses of both fighters, my thoughts on this fight, the strategies I expect they both should be going in with, and of course, my prediction. This is Talking Boxing. Before I go on, please don't forget to leave your prediction below in the comment section, like and share this video if you enjoyed it, and please share. If this is the first time you are visiting our channel, subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Let's talk briefly about Anthony David the Monster Bandera Roger Benavidez. Now, that is a unique name, right? Benavidez is coming in with an undefeated record of 29 wins, no draws, with 24 of the wins coming by way of knockout. Impressive. He's one of the big names in the boxing right now, having laid waste fighters like Demetrius Andrade, Caleb Plant in the super middleweight division, and recently Alexander Vozidek in the light heavyweight class. What are his strengths coming in? If you've not heard of Benavidez, you gotta watch this. Benavidez is a relentless fighter with immense power in his punches, and when they land, you can feel the damage they are meant to inflict. He throws with precision and purpose, aiming to break opponents down both physically and mentally. He also has a variety of punches in his arsenal, which he likes to mix into fluid combinations that can overwhelm even the toughest opponents. Lastly, he's got a really sharp boxing IQ, which is going to allow him to read his opponents and adjust his tactics in real time in the ring. What are his weaknesses? I think Benavidez's biggest weakness is his defense. His aggressive style often leaves him open to counters and unnecessary punishment. He tends to rely on his chin rather than using his head movement or a tight guard, which could cost him, especially against a knockout artist like Morrell. Let's talk briefly about Osvaldo David Morrell Gutierrez Jr. David Morrell is coming in with an undefeated record of 11 wins, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He's coming off a win in August of last year where he boxed to a unanimous decision at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles in the US. What are his strengths? He's a very powerful fighter with devastating punching power, and when his punches land, they can end fights in an instant. His athleticism is top-notch also, with swift footwork and sharp hand speed that allow him to control the ring and keep his opponents guessing. Lastly, he also has a high boxing IQ, which allows him to read his opponents and adjust his tactics mid-fight, a skill honed from his rich Cuban amateur background. What are his weaknesses? David Morrell is incredibly talented. However, he has some areas that he could also improve, and that can be exploited. He's yet to face the kind of elite level competition that truly tests his resilience under pressure. In fact, this is his toughest fight yet. Anything can happen. His defensive skills, though solid, could do with a little polishing. He sometimes leaves gaps when he throws combination, making him vulnerable to sharp counter punches. Now to my thoughts on this fight. This is arguably the biggest fight of the weekend, and you don't want to miss it. I always hear a lot of boxing fans asking for the best fights, the best fighters fighting each other, and I can say it doesn't get better than this. I think this fight is going to go down in history as a classic because of what the pedigree of both fighters. I expect it to be interesting and engaging, and also probably very brutal. Going into this fight, I expect Benavidez to take control of the fight in the early rounds and try to end the night as early as possible. His aggressive and explosive style should be able to get him a lead on Morrell. However, he has to be able to effectively cut off the ring and pin him on the ropes, going for the body and wear him out. If he's able to do this and unleash hell in the ring, he's sure to put Morrell's chin to the test. Going to this fight, I think David Benavidez' best bet winning is to take control of the early rounds with relentless pressure and explosive combinations. An aggressive offense should allow him to overwhelm David Morrell early, especially if he effectively cuts off the ring and forces Morrell into uncomfortable exchanges. He should also focus on targeting the body early to wear Morrell down and setting up a relentless attack as the rounds progress. If he can compose his will and make it a firefight, Benavidez could test Morrell's resilience and also possibly secure a stoppage. On the other hand, though, Morrell is highly technical southpaw with excellent footwork and defensive skills, so I expect him to use his movement and sharp counters to frustrate Benavidez and avoid getting drawn into exchanges. If Morrell can maintain his distance with his jab and pivot out of danger, he could control the tempo of the fight and make it difficult for Benavidez to land some clean shots. The key for Morrell, though, will be to stay disciplined. He should avoid the ropes, explore Benavidez's defensive lapses with precise counters, particularly his straight left hand. I really think this fight can count down in history as a classic. That's just my opinion. A clash of styles, Benavidez' ferocity against Morrell's technical brilliance, and it all boils down to who can come up with the best strategy. If Benavidez can maintain his relentless pace and wear Morrell down, he could secure a late stoppage or dominate in the cards. However, if Morrell uses his footwork and ring IQ to neutralize Benavidez's pressure, he has a real chance of boxing him over 12 rounds. Now to my prediction. This is a difficult prediction for me to make, although I believe Benavidez has the upper hand in this fight. I still feel like Morrell is hungry and can potentially pull an upset. However, I'm going to go with a win for David Benavidez. I predict Benavidez win this fight by decision. That's my prediction. I'm the Boxing Doc, and this is Talking Boxing.